y'all, my name's Lexi. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do this glitter cut crease. If this is something that you'd be interested in learning, please just keep watching. My brows are already done, so I look really creepy with just brows and not a full face. So I'm going to start by concealing my eyelids, and to do so I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Light Neutral. I do have some eye primers, but I feel as though concealer works best, so that's what I try to stick to. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer, and to do so I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions. And I'm just going to take this cream shade right here and put that all over my lids using any blending brush will do. I'm going to use this MORPHE R40, and it's just a thicker blending brush. So again, I'm going to take that all over my lids and just put that down as my base shade. This little palette has a nice size mirror on it. Okay, next I'm going to take this bottom middle shade, and it's just kind of like a lighter brown. In the camera it looks like it's got an orange tone, but in person it's just like a brown. And I'm going to use another blending brush. This is my favorite brush I think ever. It's MORPHE E27. It's just really soft. So I'm going to take that shade, and this shadow is very pigmented. You do not need a lot at all. I'm just going to place that shade and above and below my crease. Use this as our transition shade. You can hear the freaking train. We literally live on top of train tracks practically. And I'm just kind of bringing that shade outwards to go ahead and start that shape of my crease, my cut crease. Next, I'm going to take this top orange shade right here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, but again, I'm just going to bring it a little more outwards, and I'm using the same brush. You do not need a lot at all. I'm just tapping off any excess. Okay, now I'm going to take that first brush, that blending brush that we used, and just kind of dust all of this outwards. Now I do my eyes first, so any product, any fallout, or any product that gets on the side here does not matter. I can use a makeup wipe to clean that up before I begin my face makeup. Okay, now I'm going to take this, what it's called is a base shadow brush. It's just a smaller blending brush, and this is by Real Techniques. And I'm going to take my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Realger, if that's how you pronounce it. It's this bottom orange shade right here. And I'm going to really cut out that crease. So you want to bring this all the way in, and that's just going to help blend in those darker shades that we do use next. So again, we're making this go outwards. And you can see that shape's starting to form. Taking the first blending brush that we used, which was the R40, and just kind of blending that in. Okay, now I'm going to start adding some pinker tones rather than just the orange. So I'm going to go with Love Letter, and it's this pinkish purplish kind of fuchsia. And I'm going to use a smudge brush from e.l.f. And we're just going back into that crease, giving it more depth. Now I am going to bring this product a little higher than my natural crease, and that's because my eyelids aren't as big as I would like them to be. So for a cut crease, I do kind of create a fake crease, if you will, just to kind of make my eyelid appear larger. I'm going to take Antique Bronze, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to use an angle brush. This is from Eco Tools. Any angle brush will do. And I'm using this just to make sure that I am more precise because it is a darker shade, so I want it to really be in that crease. Okay, so now that I have that shape, I'm going to take this Morphe M411 brush and again just kind of blend above my crease out and blend this outer shadow. Now that I have that done, I'm going to go back to this Huda Beauty palette and I'm going to take this top shade. I'm going to take this, it's kind of like a plum. And again with the angle brush, I'm going to place that over the last shade. And this is just giving you more dimension, so it's not just a single shade. And next I'm going to use the shade underneath it, which is like a deep purple almost. But I'm just going to put that on the outer. I'm not going to bring it in my inner corner. Once I have that done, I'm going to blend that out again. And because I don't want this to blend too far out, I'm going to take this is an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I wouldn't use it for eyeliner. I think I used this in my last video. It's just a flat brush. We're just blending that out. Okay, this is where we're at. Next, I'm going to move to concealing my lid. So I'm going to take, let's see, light neutral and Shape Tape again. Same thing that I primed my lids with. I'm just going to dab some on the back of my hand. And for this, I'll generally go back and forth from a flat brush, which would be something like this. This is a concealer brush. It's by e.l.f. as well. You can use any flat brush. You can use a thicker one or a thinner one. It's just your preference, what's easiest for you to work with. But I'm going to go back and forth between this and this Real Techniques. This is called a fine line brush, so it's just really, really skinny. So it's easier to actually get that precise line for your crease. So I think I'll wipe my concealer off somewhere. Oh well. So I'm going to start with the concealer brush and I'll place it on my lid. So I'm just taking it outwards, covering the base of my lid. And you can take your crease as far up as you'd like. So after I get myself started with that, I'll take the thinner brush and I'll start to create my line. Some people also use angle brushes for this. Like I said, whatever is easiest for you to work with. Now when doing this, you do not want to open your eye or blink because the concealer will, one, either crease, or two, will hit above your actual crease and get all over that shadow that you just worked on. So a lot of people will stop here, and this is just, I guess you could call it a half cut crease. And other people will even take it down and just do their lid. They won't go outwards with it. I'll switch back and forth. This is something more just fun. So I'm going to take the concealer. And I'm going to start to follow that line that we made with our shadow. So once we get to this point, I'll take my concealer as far out. HUDA. I think at this point I'll take this concealer all the way down because I'm just going to blend it out with my foundation. See, I blinked and got it on my lid, but I'll go back through and fix it. I'm going to take a beauty blender and just kind of blend that concealer out. So you're going to want to set that as soon as possible, again, so it doesn't crease. So I'm just going to take a flat brush. For me, I like to use thinner ones. This is just a Ulta brush. Any flat brush will do. I'm going to take that base shade that we used earlier palette. Okay, so to fix where I did get that concealer in my crease, I'm going to take the angle brush that we used earlier, and with whatever products left on there, I'm going to see if I can just cover it up with that. So it looks like that's taking care of it. Alright, I'm going to do my other lid and I'll be right back. Okay, now that both eyes are done, I've decided to just go ahead and keep this matte lid, and I'm going to add glitter to my crease. This is totally optional. You could keep it like this if you want. You could add a shimmery shade to your lid. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and take this glitter. This is a liquid. It's actually called a liquid crystal body liner, and this is by NYX. And this is in the shade Crystal Gold. So it just looks like this. It's kind of like a liquid eyeliner. See? And again, when doing this, make sure that you keep your eyes not necessarily closed, but looking down. It's easiest if you just keep your mirror lower. That way you're not tempted to look up and that glitter doesn't get on your lid. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to outline it exactly where my crease is cut now. And if you're feeling extra, you can add some glitter to your inner corner. I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take this STILA Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Rose Gold Retro. It just looks like this. And I'm just going to add that to my inner corner, just to kind of give it a pop. If you're doing your full lid, this applicator is actually really good. You can get a precise feel for where you want the product to go. But since I'm just going to do my inner corner, I'm going to use that brush that we used to cut our crease earlier. And I'm just putting that in the inner corner and just kind of flaring it out. Alright, now I'm just going to add some liner. The liner I'm going to be using is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I'm going to pop some lashes on, and I'm going to be using Ardell Wispies. So these are just the regular Wispies, and this is a multi-pack that I got. Okay, I'm going to coat my lashes with Scandalized by RIMMEL. This is my go-to mascara. I've been using it for as long as I can remember. So I'm just going to do a coat of mascara. Oops. And I'm just going to let that, if you ever get mascara on your face, just go ahead and let it dry before you try to wipe it off, because if you wipe it whenever it's wet, it's just going to smear. If you wait until it dries, it'll flake off. Alright, so I'm just going to pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please just let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.